So today we're going to be talking about the West Hills Country Club, located in Middletown, New York, right next to the Wallkill River. Now, I've had the pleasure of photographing probably 1 million weddings here at this venue over the past 10 plus years. Okay, maybe not 1 million, but it's pretty close. I photographed a lot of weddings here. In any case, I absolutely love working here at the West Hills Country Club, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But first, let's start with a quick history lesson. So at the time of this recording, the West Hills Country Club is currently part of the Benora Hospitality Group, which also owns the Grandview over there in Poughkeepsie. But today we're going to focus all of our love and attention on the West Hills Country Club and what makes it awesome, why our clients love them, and why I, as a wedding photographer, absolutely love working there. So what is now the current West Hills Country Club was previously known as the Orange County Golf Club, which was founded way back in 1899. Guys, that is some serious history over there. That's over 100 years of this golf course existing in the Hudson Valley area. Then, sometime around 2012, the ownership of the property changed hands and they would now be known as the West Hills Country Club. So you might be wondering, what makes the West Hill Country Club unique from all the other country clubs and all the other wedding venues that have this country club vibe to them? So let's start with the easy stuff first. Let's talk about the space. Whether it's your complete access to all 200 acres of the property, or your flexibility to host your ceremony indoors or outdoors, in the winter or in the summer, couples have the option to do whatever they want. Basically, it's an empty canvas. And if you're the kind of bride who likes to create pretty things, you and your design team can essentially design the wedding of your dreams. Next up, you have the food. Let's talk about the amazing food. And this is coming from someone who photographs anywhere between 40 to 50 weddings a year. And needless to say, I've eaten a lot of wedding food in my career, and I've eaten pretty much everything that the West Hill Country Club has to offer. These guys are definitely at the top of my list. My personal favorites include the paella station and the criminally delicious cornbread muffins. Last but not least, let's talk about their service. All of this is meaningless if the service is terrible. You can have the most gorgeous photos in the world, you can have the most delicious food in the universe, and the most amazing party that you've ever hosted in your life. But all of this is meaningless if nobody's taking good care of you. From my own personal observation, the attendants are always attentive, they take good care of the clients, they're always nearby, ready and willing, and helpful with whatever the couples need. Now, of course, I might be a little biased because as a preferred vendor there who shoots there 1 million times a year, by the way, don't fact check that, I see a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. But here are some reasons why I know why my couples choose West Hill Country Club as their wedding venue when they are looking for a rustic or a tented wedding venue in the Hudson Valley area. The first thing that they love about the West Hills Country Club is that gorgeous tent. There's only one other that I know that sort of kind of looks like that, and it's their other venue over in Poughkeepsie. Guys, I have photographed over 14, 15 years, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of weddings in a lot of tented reception spaces, and this one by far is one of the prettiest that I've ever photographed. With their drapery and the chandeliers, it's just every wedding photographer's dream. The other reason why my clients love the West Hill Country Club is because sometimes they have a larger party. My weddings tend to be on a larger side, between 175 to 250 guests. My understanding is West Hills can accommodate up to 500 guests. And believe it or not, there aren't too many venues that can accommodate a party of that size, much less accommodate them well without sacrificing on quality of the food or the service. And then, of course, my clients love the private suite there. Gentlemen, you do have a choice of some lovely hotels in the area, but the ladies generally get dressed in the suite. And this is awesome because this means you don't have to get dressed somewhere else and potentially wrinkle that gorgeous dress of yours while you're moving from point A to point B. You can just get dressed on site and get all your hair and makeup done in one place. And on top of that, they'll even bring food over to you. Seems like a no-brainer to me. And of course, my clients tell me that they absolutely love the space. And that's probably one of the major deciding factors on why they choose West Hills Country Club. It's the grounds. It's all the features on that property that make incredible backdrops for your photos. And if you don't want to hop in a car and drive around the property, there are plenty of great photo locations along the perimeter of your reception tent. So you don't have to go very far to take amazing photos. And now that you've learned a little bit more about this wedding venue and what makes it special and what makes it unique and why my couples book this place, let me tell you why I personally love working there, speaking as a wedding photographer. First things first, the couples that I get here are amazing. Generally speaking, they're laid back, they're kind, they're fun, they'll do anything for a great shot. they're definitely not bridezillas. They don't complain if it's too hot outside. They don't complain if it's too cold either. They don't get upset if it rains on their wedding day. In fact, they're usually on board with going out for some fun rain shots with umbrellas. Here's the thing. Easygoing couples, that means easygoing wedding parties and easygoing family members, which makes my day as the wedding photographer pretty easygoing. Listen, this venue definitely attracts a certain type of client, and I am totally here for it. Last but not least, the staff is so easy to work with. Sometimes when you work at these other country clubs, the staff can be a little pretentious, sometimes they're a little hard to work with. The staff has always been amazing. They've always rolled out the red carpet for me, even when they didn't have to. And as a wedding vendor, this means so much to me. You guys don't even know. Now, I know that we talked about the grounds a little bit already, but let's talk about something that not many people talk about when they are shopping around for a wedding venue. So when you're shopping around for a wedding venue, it's incredibly important that you find a place that has indoor and outdoor shooting locations in the event of inclement weather. So at least from a guest enjoyment perspective and a photography perspective, your indoor ceremony location has to be just as nice as the outdoor ceremony location. So when we're looking at portrait locations, we are looking for the same things too. Granted, nobody ever plans on rain on their wedding day, but in the off chance that we do get a little bit of rain, we know that we have several viable options here at the West Hills Country Club that we can still use to create these incredible photos on your wedding day. So while we're at it, let's talk about some of my favorite photo locations on this property. And by the way, for the record, these are not the official names. If you ask the staff about these places, they might laugh at you. They might even be a little bit confused as to what the heck you're talking about. But you can rest assured that I've photographed all of these locations and I know exactly how to get to them. So first up is the Bridge, which is pretty much the go-to location for everyone's wedding photos when they get married here at the West Hills Country Club. Now, if you're running low on time on your wedding day timeline, we can get all your work done here and get back to your cocktail as quickly as possible. Then we have the little puffy grass things on the other side of that bridge. I actually don't know what they're really called, but it's on the other side of the bridge. At the time of this recording, they are still there. And I imagine that they will be there for the foreseeable future because I think they use it to make the place look pretty. And if we have time to go for a slightly longer ride, we'll head on over to the stone wall. And to be quite honest, very few people take me up on this offer because it is quite a distance from your reception space. But nevertheless, if you're down for it and we have the time for it, I'm more than happy to take you there. And then you have the row of orange couches out in the front. I also don't know what the official name of this corridor is, but it's always been there for as long as I've been working here. And the cushions, for as long as I remember, have always been orange, which actually I think is a nice touch. It looks nice against the green hedges. And this is typically where I do the first look and the family photos, just to make things easy for everyone. We don't have to go very far to do your family photos or your group photos. Mom, dad, grandma, and the rest of your wedding party can go back to cocktail or enjoy the air conditioner inside, whatever it is that you guys want to do. And if you're looking for something a little bit greener, there's also that hill behind your tent overlooking one of the holes. So if you're looking for something that's just grass and trees, it's pretty easily accessible as well. And in the event of inclement weather, we can also do pictures inside the actual bridal suite itself. In here, we are surrounded by windows, which is pretty much all I need. So without further ado, let me share with you some of my favorite wedding photos that I've captured here over the years, right here at West Hills Country Club, Hudson Valley's premier luxury outdoor wedding venue.
Cause I shut the lights out. Don't stop, what you got? Ready or not, I want it all. Don't stop, what you got? Ready or not, I want it all.
All right, and there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video review of the West Hills Country Club. If you are currently engaged and looking for a wedding photographer to help document one of the most amazing days in your life, I'd love to hear more about your plans and seeing what we can do to be a part of them. Anyway, if you found this video to be helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to get you in front of my camera.